Okay, guys, we are back with the Pro Wrestling Rewind, episode 1 of season 3. And it's time for your Monday Night Raw, your Friday Night SmackDown, your Thursday Night WCW Thunder, Impact Wrestling results. At least once during the course of the season, I gotta call Impact Thunder. Come on. Come on. Las Vegas, Nevada hosted the Monday Night epicenter of professional wrestling, Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yes.
Please tell me when I read more of this. I don't think... No. They're in the Mandalay Bay Event Center. They didn't even do Raw Roulette. That fucking blows.
That's pretty lame.
That blows. They already might have lost my respect. Michael Cole welcomes us to episode 999. Number 999. Okay. And Jerry Lawler plugs John Cena's Money in the Bank victory. Big Show versus CM Punk is announced for the main event. The ring, of course, is going ahead and being inhabited by the voice of the voiceless himself, CM Punk. And Punk talks about how he dropped a pipe bomb 1 year ago that started a revolution. Now, Punk says that he's proven that he's the best in the world, and he's beaten everybody that stepped in front of him, including DB, what happened the night before. Punk talks about how confused AJ has been, plus talks about how the 1000th episode of Raw, and says a guy who looks like him will never... Yeah, the guy who looks like him would have never been on the first episode of Raw. He definitely wouldn't have been standing there in his 8th month as WWE Champion. And Punk goes on and gets interrupted by the fat ass himself, Big Show.
Big fuck.
Like I said, this is the same attitude we've had from Season 2 and Season 1.
Yes, sir.
And we don't give a damn.
Nope.
Big Show, of course, will end up mocking Punk's speech, and the crowd starts to tell him that he sucks. Obviously, no surprise on that part. Show talks about how John Cena got lucky with the briefcase that he had, and he had it last night. And Show says if he would have won, he would have cashed it in right now and take the title. Punk picks on Big Show for always losing, which, no surprise there. Punk says Show is the size and the strength, but he just lost. And they go on, and Show reminds Punk that John Cena could cash in on him right now, and Show wins him. Show wins their main event match. Show drops the mic and walks off as Punk takes in what he just said. Cole and Lawler then go ahead and plug The Rock's appearance for next week. And then the tag team champions Kofi and Truth are walking to the ring because the next match after that is Titus O'Neil and Darren Dong versus Kofi and R-Truth for the tag team titles. Yes.
What the fuck is that?
Titus. I just called him Titus O'Neil. Damn fucking right. Titus O'Neil and Darren Young for the tag team titles versus Kofi and R-Truth. The match was really good. Truth ends up clotheslining Darren Young out of the ring. Kofi hits Titus with the trouble in P-I-A-R, Paradise. And of course, Titus drops, Truth drops Titus on his face. Titus ends up getting his pretty little face plowed into the canvas by R-Truth, and then they'll ring the bell. It's over. Your winners and still tag team champions, Truth and Kofi. AW gets in the ring, argues with the referee after the match. AJ's backstage. Da-da-da-da-da. Texting when DB walks up. They both apologize for everything. Bryan says there's no hidden motives or agendas. He got caught up with becoming the WWE champion. He made AJ the scapegoat. Bryan says a lot of other bullshit. AJ doesn't care. AJ says bullshit. No one gives a fuck pretty much what happens.
Oh, please.
Michael Cole plays the very first tout video that John Cena sent out, which doesn't surprise the shit out of me at all. Yeah, it's basically Twitter and YouTube combined, folks. What the fuck is this world coming to? Zack Ryder versus Alberto Del Taco. The Zack-tastic general manager from the week before for SmackDown, ends up finding himself losing the match to Alberto Del Rio.
It's a shameful thing.
Actually, no, it's funny because after the match, Del Rio attacks Ryder, but then there's somebody that comes in to save the day. Booyaka, Booyaka 619. The return of Rey Mysterio. Love it. Comes back, his music hits. Return takes a big pop and rushes to the ring to go at it with Del Rio. Del Rio gets hit with a 619, and that sends Del Rio to the floor. Okay. Heath Slater's talking about his ring run-in with his legends. Cole says we have another returning legend when we go back from a commercial. The music hits, and it's Rikishi. He's got to fight the 1/3 of Too Cool, Rikishi Fatu. Rikishi versus Heath Slater. You better know who wins this one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rikishi not only hits him with a super kick and a stink face, which we were all hoping, but shades of Umaga come back because he wins with the Samoan spike.
Yes, and the stink face.
And he gets the big splash. I did mention the stink face, which is pretty fucking awesome. Just to relive it. Stink face. It's all over.
Okay.
Okay, Rikishi does win the match, and he breaks down to a little dance, but then the lights go out. When the lights come back on, it's a dad and son moment because the Usos.
The
Usos. Oh, jeez, listen to me. The Usos are... If you want to do it right, you got to do it right. The Usos are in with their dad, and they break down into the dance like they used to do. Mixed tag match. Eve Torres and The Diz, just kidding, The Miz, goes one-on-one against Daniel Bryan and AJ. The winners of this were AJ and Daniel Bryan. After the match, Bryan takes the mic and the fans chant yes. Bryan tells AJ that he loves her, again. Bryan gets a ring from a crew member at ringside. He admits last week about wanting to get married because he wanted to win the title. Bryan is real for this week, and he drops to the knee and proposes. AJ hesitates, but Bryan puts the ring on her finger. Bryan puts the mic up to her mouth. She says yes. They kiss as some sort of... As the crowd just completely boos the shit out of them both. Bryan starts chanting yes.
Because, hey...
Anyway, Jack Swagger. Go ahead, Alex, say it. I know you say it the best.
What?
Say the All-American American. Come on.
The All-American.
There you go. Arnold Schwarzenegger, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm kidding. The match was with Jack Swagger was against the guy who wants to be fed more and more often. Ryback.
Feed me more.
Ryback hits the ring. Swagger immediately attacks him. Swagger unloads and hits the gut-wrench powerbomb. The bell still hasn't rung yet. Swagger nails a Swagger bomb in the corner and applies the ankle lock, but Ryder blocks it. Swagger runs right back over him, and Swagger goes for the leg, but Ryback fights him off. Ryback ends up hitting him with a big clothesline and slamming Swagger hard to the ground and hits 3 straight, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight power bombs. Swagger gets kicked out of the ring by Ryback, and Ryback starts yelling, "Feed me more." So apparently that match had no winner.
More mean feed. Yep, I just said that.
Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Just you. You earned
What?
that. Completely earned that.
Oh, you didn't like when I said that?
No, I thought you would have said something even funnier.
It was funny though.
Swag got fed.
Uh-huh.
Vicky Guerrero comes out and introduces the newest Money in the Bank winner on SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler. No one cares. Dolph comes out in a suit holding his Money in the Bank briefcase, and Dolph takes the mic and says, "We're looking."
Excusez-moi.
Excuse me.
Excusez-moi.
Excuse me. What the fuck are you doing? And Jimmy apparently is leaving because he heard me say, "Excuse me."
No, I'm going.
Anyway, Dolph takes the mic and says, "We're looking at the next World Heavyweight Champion. It's just a matter of time before Dolph takes the case and cashes it on Sheamus." Now, Ziggler says also he'll be the best champion in history when he wins, better than Bret Hart, Steve Austin, The Rock. And The Rock, I should say. Ziggles goes on. Yes, I called him Ziggles. Goes on, but he's interrupted by Y2J Chris Jericho. Now, Jericho hits the ring, and Ziggler says tonight is not about Jericho, and he's going to come in and steal Ziggler's spotlight? He did. He totally did. Ziggler says he won Money in the Bank, and Jericho didn't. Ziggler points out... Yes, I said Ziggler. I don't care anymore. Ziggler points out that Jericho has never won Money in the Bank for all the times he's been in it. Ziggler asks when he's in the last time Jericho... When's the last time Jericho won anything? Damn! Dolph talks about all the times and all the hype surrounding Jericho, but all he does is lose. Ziggler says nobody has been given more opportunities than Jericho. I kind of disagree. Think about the feud between Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. Ziggler says Jericho has been coasting along for so long that he's got everyone fooled. Ziggler says Jericho is all hype and asks when the last time he won an important match was. Jericho still has not said a word since coming out, and Ziggler wonders if Jericho is losing his touch. Ziggler rubs it in more, but gets laid out with a code breaker out of nowhere. Jericho gets a small face chant from the crowd and walks off as Ziggler smirks from the ring. I couldn't read. Punk and Show back from the commercial on that one. Oh my God! DX kicking things off. Brock Lesnar, Triple H's challenge, although the bullshit for the Raw next week. Brodus Clay was in a match against JTG.
I'm surprised he's still employed.
I'm surprised he's still there.
Hang on, I'll be right back, alright?
Alright. Somebody better call his mama, though, because Brodus Clay ends up beating the hell out of JTG. Headbutt and splash for the win. Big Show, commercial, bullshit, more. Back from the break, champion and challenger, non-title match. The bell rings and Punk dodges shots from Big Show, and Punk throws some of them of his own, but pretty much Show takes him to the corner on that one. Lands a right hand. A lot of other cool stuff in this match. A lot of great offense from both guys, even though Show was controlling part of the match, then Punk was doing it. It was back and forth, pretty much. Punk hits the elbow drop, but Show kicks out at 2. This is at the end. Show catches him with a huge choke slam, but Punk gets his foot on the bottom rope at the 2 count. Show will then take Punk to the corner and works on his ribs. Show with the big body shots now. And then, of course, Show pushes the referee down, because the referee was close to 4. Show pushes the referee and gets himself DQ'd. So your winner via disqualification is CM Punk. Let me just say before I go any further, I've seen a lot of this these days, and I'm pretty sure one of the other people I'm going to go ahead and refer to, Spinnernet1, me, him, and I'm pretty sure Alex included, we hate seeing matches end like this. They've been ending like DQ recently in all the companies these days.
Ridiculous.
It's by far ridiculous. After the match, after CM Punk wins, Show continues beating Punk up. Show readies for the knockout punch when John Cena's music hits. And out comes with the briefcase. Show leaves in the ring as Cena takes a mic. Cena goes to make his announcement, but Big Show interrupts him. Show thinks he's going to cash it in now. Show taunts Cena to cash it in, but Cena tells Punk to take a week and prepare for the biggest match of his life. Cena says at the 1000th episode of Raw, they will find out who the best in the world truly is, because this coming Monday, tomorrow night, Cena will cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase and fight Punk for the WWE title.
Holy cow.
Cena decks Show in the head with the briefcase. Yes! We knew the briefcase could be used as a weapon so very well.
Obviously.
I love it. But next week, man, Raw. Tomorrow night, the Money in the Bank on the Raw side getting cashed in. Every title. And every title, by the way, will be defended. The World Heavyweight, the WWE, the Tag Team, the US, and the IC.
No, just the US, just the IC and WWE.
No, I thought the World Heavyweight.
No.
Oh, a friend told me
SmackDown belt.
A friend told me that even on Raw, the World Heavyweight was going to be defended.
That's the SmackDown belt.
They lied to me. Whatever, though. I still can't believe that, though.
Yeah.
Real quick.
1,000 episodes.
And real quick for myself for fucking that entire part up. Every time I play That's Too Much, the end result. And my past relationships in the past, just because I fucking can during the show. That's 3 strikes, I'm out. Okay, moving on.
Impact.
Impact, yeah, let me go ahead and do Impact. That would be TNA.
How are we doing on time?
Say hi, Jimmy. We'll do it after this for 17. So, we'll do it after this, guys. Stay tuned.